as we are approaching the end of chapter 6, it looks like we are witnessing the beginning of the end of this island. And even though we've got few months before the end of this chapter, if you look around, the plan to destroy this island has already begun. And the thing is, these bugs, these hives, they are just a distraction. While everyone is busy protecting the island from these bugs on the chapter 6 map, meanwhile on the OG Fortnite map, something very evil is taking place and no one has taken notice. Started off with this giant red rift in the sky. Then we get this wolf monument, which we never did in the original Fortnite, by the way. This sign on this building changes to moon, and soon things will get very dark. And since all of these Fortnite worlds are connected, everything that is happening on the OG Fortnite is about to take place in chapter 6 as well, like the arrival of this giant red cube. This was the moment when Kevin the Cube arrived on this island almost 8 years ago. Exactly at this desert location. And if you go to this location in OG Fortnite, you will see a rift just above this location because we are going to see the same thing taking place in just a few weeks' time. And this was actually teased in the trailer of OG Fortnite as well. But people notice the cube and the lightning bolt felt very different. Watch this. Notice how the rift and also the lightning bolt that spawned Kevin the Cube is red and not pinkish blue like it was in the original one. And obviously at the end of the trailer, you can see these characters walking towards this shadow figure. Now that is obviously Kevin the Cube. We know this because one, they're healing. If you didn't know, every time you went close to Kevin the Cube, it would heal you. Also, if you notice, and this is very subtle, but there is a little bit of red glow. And right here, they're standing in front of this red object as well. Now, I think that object is Kevin the Cube. I think the cube is going to be red this time around. And this has been pretty much confirmed by the leakers as well. And since cube is the Lost Realities technology, this almost confirms that everything that is happening in Fortnite currently, the spires, the portals, the dark presence is actually the doings of the Lost Reality. But obviously the Lost Reality is an organization with bunch of evil people and creatures working for them. Like for example, in chapter 2, they sent Cube Queen to the island, and that time when Triarch Nox and Serenade arrived. But who have they sent this time around? Now, bunch of evidence are pointing towards this guy. Yes, the evil vampire tycoon, Kado Thorne. Now that explains why everything is red, including the portal and the cube. Because remember back in chapter 4, similar red cube appeared in the sky. And just few seasons later, Kado Thorne was here. This also explains why there is this wolf howling towards the red rift. I think this is a reference to Fletcher Kane, who was here just few seasons ago. We think that Fletcher Kane was working for Kado Thorne because you can literally see Kado Thorne's logo on Fletcher Kane's body. And also, if you go to Retail Row, you will see this building which used to say Noms, but now it says Moon. Now, if this is true, this whole time Kado Thorne was working with the Lost Reality. And if you really think about it, this makes a lot of sense because remember back in chapter 4, season 3, Dr. Sloan was working on this device known as the apparatus. She found this device inside a temple, and inside of the temple there was also cave markings that told us a story about this evil creature with wings that showed up and destroyed an entire village. Dr. Sloan worked day and night trying to fix this apparatus, and then one day she successfully fixed it. And then we discovered this was actually a space telescope projector. It would show you anything that was approaching the island from outer space. And just a few days later, after the apparatus was activated, we see a shape in the sky, and this was a circular shape headed right towards the island. And after hearing this message from Optimus Prime, I think we know what this circular object is.
I am Optimus Prime, and this message is to my allies. There is grave danger on the horizon. The power that once flowed through your island has faded, and formidable enemies have taken notice. You must brave the unknown. The answers you seek lie deep within the starless void that brought you here.
Now he says an enemy that is formidable, meaning impressively large, powerful, and intense. He says your enemies, meaning someone that we have already seen in Fortnite before. Now listening to that description, 3 creatures comes to mind. One is Galactus, who we all know has been defeated by Dr. Doom. 2 is the Death Star and the Galactic Empire. We just saw them being destroyed. And the final one is the Lost Reality. The Lost Reality has always been the prime suspects, especially if you look at the creatures, the spires. Everything points towards the arrival of this ancient alien organization. And the reason why we think that this circular object is in fact one of the Lost Reality's ship is because during the end event, we witnessed the Cube Queen open this giant portal in the sky. Her plan was to destroy the shield bubble protecting the island and let the rest of the Lost Reality through. And while she was doing this, this is what we saw. Look at the giant ship in the background, that circular ship. One of these small ships showed up on the island and it was almost twice the size. Now imagine the size of this giant circular ship. I think this was the circular object projected in the sky in season 3, chapter 3. And what happens literally a season after we see the arrival of Kado Thorne. I think Kado Thorne was given the time machine that he owned by the Lost Reality to find the 0 point. And if you're wondering how Kado Thorne is still alive despite being eliminated by Shimmer Dust, watch this video right here. I think the Lost Reality gave Kado Thorne task to capture the 0 point, and that is the reason why he is here on the OG Fortnite. And while he's doing this, the Lost Reality are distracting the heroes by sending bunch of bugs on the chapter 6 island. Now, lot of leaks suggest that Kado Thorne will successfully capture the 0 point, and the 0 point is going to be red colored as well. And if that happens, Fortnite will be in a big trouble because, as we all know, the 0 point is extremely powerful. I think once Lost Reality captures the 0 point, they will start attacking the chapter 6 island. We will see bunch of red cubes on the island, a red 0 point as well. And since next season is going to be chapter 7, I feel like this is going to be the end of this island. We will have no other option but to escape. And that's what I think will happen. Let me know in the comments down below your theory, and also don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and use my code SMJM.